would love to read the last two paragraphs of Brandon's book, The Last Great Ride, that he wrote in 1991. So 25 years ago, when there were 4 networks on air, he wrote, "In the not very distant future, we're going to go several steps further. Someday, maybe even before the year 2000, you'll come home from a hard day at the office, flip on your computer, and fire up a video menu. What the future of television comes down to, ultimately, is a great power shift, away from the networks and toward the viewers. Instead of someone like me deciding what goes on the air and when, you'll be making the decision for yourself. You too can be your own television programmer, your own Ed Sullivan. You'll be able to turn on whatever acts and wonders turn you on. I hope you have as much fun as I did." So you can see 24 years ago, Brandon was predicting a television landscape where the viewers were going to be in control of it all. I so respected his respect for the writer. You know, he really valued and honored the storyteller. And at night, you know, they delivered that big box of scripts, and it was packed. And he was a very fast reader, but he retained it all. He would read every page of every single script. And I would say to him, you know, it would be late at night, and he'd say, "Oh, this is just awful." And I'd say to him, "Well, why don't you just put it down?" And he'd say to me, "There could be something great on the last page." So he spent his life looking for the magic. Brandon called me. He was in Miami visiting his Aunt Lil, and she had 4 women at the table, and they were all, you know, in their mid to late 60s, early 70s, and he said, "I've got to do the show." He said she was hilarious, and they were all so full of life, and he called up Susan Harris and gave her the idea, and you know, she sent the script to the house, and you just knew, you read the script, you knew it was massive. You knew it was going to reach every age audience. I always felt like Brandon treated NATPE like it was his bar mitzvah. You know, it was almost as if it was there for Brandon. I think he had the most fun at NATPE. I mean, there were all people there talking about television, coming, you know, sharing ideas, selling television shows. It was just Brandon gorging on his favorite thing, which was television. I think Brandon's biggest accomplishment is probably that people are still talking about his shows. And probably that people still remember how he treated them and how he valued them and how much he loved television.